In a world consumed by reaction and conflict, we often believe anger-san is a tool or weapon we can use to enforce justice or control others. But what if the greatest damage is not dealt to the intended target, but to the holder? What if the intense energy of anger is merely The Buddha once encapsulated the entire destructive cycle of this emotion with a single, potent metaphor. He understood the illusion that anger creates. This is the core teaching we will explore. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Every time you feel anger rising, that heat in your chest, that tightening in your jaw, that is the coal. And in that moment, the Buddha invites us to pause. Notice the self-inflicted burn and ask yourself, do I want to keep burning? The answer is always within one slow breath. You don't have to carry it. You are free to put it down right now. For the next 30 minutes, we will undertake a deep dive into this teaching. We will explore the Buddhist analysis of aversion, its roots in dukkha suffering, and offer practical, contemplative tools from mindfulness to compassion to cool the coal and release the burden. This is the ancient path to true emotional freedom. If holding the hot coal hurts, why do we hold it? The Buddha, in his profound analysis of suffering dukkha, taught that we hold the coal because we believe it serves a purpose. We grasp it out of aversion, the psychological reflex to push away what we do not want. Anger is born from thwarted expectation. We create an image in our mind of how the world should be, how others should be behaved, when reality inevitably fails to meet that image. The mind generates a violent protest. This protest is the coal. It's a self-generated heat, intended to punish the source of the disappointment. But the burn is entirely internal. Modern science, which we can call Western Dharma, confirms this. When triggered, the emotional brain, the amygdala, hijacks the rational prefrontal cortex. We enter a state of fight or flight. The physiological burn is real. Heart rate increases, cortisol floods the system, and our internal organs are stressed. The illusion of power comes from the belief that if we hold the coal tightly enough, we can force the universe to conform to our demands. This is the ignorancy that fuels the suffering. But the problem is deeper than biology. It's rooted in the three fundamental poisons: greed, aversion, and ignorance. Our anger often begins as greed, the desire for a situation to be different than it is. We crave control, justice, or recognition. When that craving is blocked, it immediately transforms into aversion, the wish to destroy the obstacle. The cycle is seamless, and it locks us into Samsara, the continuous wheel of suffering. The practice of putting down the coal, therefore, is not about suppressing the anger. It is about dissolving the ignorance that leads us to grasp it in the first place. It is about accepting the fundamental truth of impermanence, anicca, that all things, including the situation that angered you, are changing. Why hold tight to a passing moment of pain? Think of the coal as a reflection of our own mind state. If we are already burdened by stress, fear, or past resentments, the coal becomes heavy and ignites instantly. The intention to throw it is the final step in the chain of suffering. We project the fire outward, attempting to make the other person suffer the same burn we feel. But the Buddha's wisdom teaches us the inescapable truth. The intention to harm guarantees the self-harm first. We inflict the wound upon ourselves the moment the grasp tightens. The true practice is understanding that the power to drop the coal resides entirely within the hand that holds it. It is an act of radical self-liberation.